first one right off the bat, and this one we already knew about. We knew Henry Cavill was out. We knew James Gunn was working on a superhero or a Superman movie. Sorry. Well, now we've got an official date and an official title with Superman Legacy. James Gunn had to say, "Okay, next up is the big one." The true beginning of the DCU, which, as we've already acknowledged, what the heck does that even mean at this point? The true
Explain
beginning.
yourself, dude.
Yeah, I mean, could it be the beginning, as in after Flashpoint? This is the first look into the new
Yeah, you should like.
universe. We'll have
I need
to
clarifications here, for God's
Yeah,
sakes.
we'll have to figure it out. But anyways, he says this is the true beginning of the DCU. This is called Superman Legacy. It's being written by me. I'm in the middle of it, having a great time doing it, and Superman will be released into theaters July 11th, 2025. On a deadline, I don't know why I keep putting James Gunn. This is supposed to be deadline quote. No director attached, but Saffron was elbowing Gunn yesterday that he'd really like him to helm the release, or really like him to helm the movie. The release date is July 11th, 2025. It's not an origin story. It focuses on Superman's balancing his Kryptonian heritage with his human upbringing. He's the embodiment of truth, justice, and the American way. He's kindness in a world that thinks of kindness as old fashioned. Now, I'm not the biggest Superman fan or knowledgeable about Superman. My knowledge of Superman mostly goes
I mean,
to
hey, you're wearing a shirt though.
I am wearing the shirt. Yeah, you gotta represent for DC night.
I
But
gotcha.
the Christopher Reeve Superman is kind of like my introduction and my knowledge on Superman, and I really liked Christopher Reeve's Superman. I liked his optimism and his kindness, and I feel like that's what they're going back to with this based on their quotes. What do you think of James Gunn officially announcing Superman Legacy and the fact that he's writing it? Do you have any concerns based on his previous work that he's doing a Superman film? I feel like he'll be able to switch up his gears enough to write a
If
Superman
he
film.
can switch up his gears, then I'll be happy because I mean, obviously it hasn't come out yet, but what I'm hearing about Guardians 3 is that he's still going to keep his humor in there, but he's trying to switch gears a little bit because it's the final Guardians movie.
Right.
If he can, I mean, obviously this is just a start, but like if he can kind of balance that tone that he's doing with Guardians 3, if he can kind of just balance it, like balance the comedy and balance the drama, you can have like the best Superman movie like ever. And with him writing it, I don't have any doubts in James Gunn because again, I love the man to death. Like he's a fantastic writer, and with whatever he comes up with, it just turns into gold. Like
Yeah. And with the Guardians, they were established in a comedic tone. They've established to be comedic movies. I feel like he's such a fan of Superman. I feel like he knows that his comedic humor is not necessarily the place all the time for Superman.
it's basically far like few and far between.
Yeah. What do you think of Peter Safran wanting him to direct? Would you want James Gunn to direct this since he's writing it?
Yes, because again, even if I mean, if James Gunn is just awesome as a writer, you don't know him as a director because that dude knows how to direct movies. I mean, like even directing action sequences, he doesn't just make the camera just he doesn't do the generic shaky cam like Matrix kind of thing. Like he can actually keep the camera still in certain moments, and like whenever it's an action sequence. Like look back on the beach scene of the Suicide Squad. Like he kept like even when um spoiler alert, when the helicopter was coming at Captain Boomerang, um
That was
he barely
shocking to me.
very shocking, but he did not use any shaky cam. He actually but they kept the camera still.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if they can do that with a Superman movie, I mean, yes, definitely there was some shaky cam in Man of Steel,
When
which
he's learning how to fly,
the fly thing that was a little jarring for me
it was
because
kind of cool. I thought because it was kind of like the way that he was kind of figuring it out and he was kind of shaky with it. It kind of helped us get
I
into
kind of
the
just wish
same
though that they would have
experience.
kept it a little still so I could actually kind of understand the viewpoints a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because sometimes when the camera gets so shaky, I don't get what they're trying to do because then it's just like, well, I can't see what's going on. You're shaking the camera all the time.
Yeah.
And James Gunn keeps perfect still shots. I mean, even like when he moves the camera, like especially like during that scene, when Harley escapes from the castle, there was like
I
a
love that.
side, yeah, there was like
My
a
favorite
side
Harley
shot,
Quinn moment.
yeah, and every time it's like edited like to certain cuts, it doesn't, it's not like so many jump cuts that's just like thrown in your face, like so like a Resident Evil movie where it's just like jump cut after jump cut, like times 95. As long as they don't do so many jump cuts, like jump cut after jump cut times 95, they can at least be able to help us understand what they're trying to do.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. I think James Gunn's a great director. I totally would not be opposed to him directing. I would have a little bit of fear of James Gunn getting burned out. I think he's got so much going on. He's writing a Superman film. He's in post production on a Guardians film. He's writing other series. I mean, that would be my only concern is him getting burned out and maybe the film suffering for it. But other than that, James Gunn is a great director. I
Or,
totally
or
have
I'm
no
thinking
problems with
like,
him directing.
obviously I know he's kind of busy with the MCU and everything, but I would love to see Destin Daniel Cretton direct one of these movies.
What are you guys' thoughts on Superman Legacy? Are you excited? Do you want James Gunn to direct it? Comment down below. Let us know all your thoughts and opinions. And without further ado, let's see what you guys are saying about this.